We're going to bring up Otis next, but first I want to bring up the Redskins. Right after Redskins. Let's bring up the Redskins.
RG3 Nation, baby. For life, but RG3 now.
I saved this article from Newsday.
Oh, that's great. All right.
Saved this article for Newsday. Bob Glover. RG3 Browns could give each other a lift. I think the Browns are going to be the surprise team in the NFL this year. Because RG3 is bringing a positive energy, a good feeling. He finally has a coach that believes in him. They surrounded him with good young talent. And I think the Browns are going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Cleveland is the place to be right now after what LeBron did. Cleveland's doing well, and RG3 lit it up on Friday night. 2 bombs with perfect touch. He learned how to slide, which is good coaching. He didn't have that before. He had 2 great runs for 23 yards and 13 yards for first downs. Pocket presence. He the man. RG3 in Cleveland.
Great and believe it.
And isn't it ironic that a couple of his best weapons are from Baylor? So it's like a chemistry built already.
Josh Gordon is going to be rehabilitated, 5th game of the year. Corey, #1 draft choice, and the reemergence of the great Terrell Pryor, who was a former quarterback, who looks like Des Bryant with separation.
Absolutely, it's going to be exciting. But I gotta ask you guys: the Browns play the Redskins this year. Talk about the emotions that was going to be like watching that game.
It's very bittersweet. Being a lifelong Redskin fanatic, being a super fan, and our crew, we're going down there. Of course, we're Redskins for life, but it's RG3 time, getting his revenge on corny Cousins. And it's unfortunate, taking a lot of flack from the Redskin Nation, but we're about values. He has the Family of 3 program for underprivileged kids. We love the family, and we're going to give him big support. RG3 in D.C.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, let's segue that into the mentoring program. Let's bring up the young men that you work with.
The young lady coming, please. Let's go.
You know, when I went to your party, super fan, we're friends for so long. We go way back. And although I admire your passion for football, I think it's great. The thing that really touched my heart about you and a lot of members of your group is being lifetime in education. You have devoted your life to mentoring, making a difference in young people's lives. Talk about why that has been so important in your heart, making a difference to young people and mentoring them and being there each step of the way in their journey.
Well, it's an age-old philosophy. Certain religions have that. You save one life, you save the world. And it's just a great thing to be a surrogate parent. Many of my ex-students and current people didn't have great father figures in their life, role models, and we always had the conflict of street mores versus traditional values. And I've been very blessed to meet great people like Terrence Stimson Moore and the great Fresh Prince, Tyrone Harrison, and countless others people that took under my wings and they listened to me. And words are powerful if you have an effect on people. And I'm very blessed to have an effect on these gentlemen.
I'm going to ask you to, Terrence first, how has a superfan impacted your life?
Big time. He's like a good father figure. I tell you, I wish I was his real son. You know? I love you, bro. And from him, I learned a lot. I'm a deacon of the church. I have 2 wonderful daughters. I'm married. I have a wonderful life. I'm a cook. And you know, from Dr. Nate, it's been growing. And I mentor to other kids too in my church.
So you're passing on the goodwill that you learned.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
Pay it forward.
Yes.
That's awesome. What would your life be like without Superfan's influence in your life and the difference he's made in your life?
Wow. Let me tell you, let me see. Wasn't for Dr. Cool, my life would have been upside down, literally upside down. I've been like an angry kid that had no control of anything. My attitude was uncontrollable. And I had a guidance counselor. I want to touch base on that one. I had a guidance counselor, but he wasn't like a father figure like Dr. May. He was kind of like a textbook robot, he said. And when Dr. Cool put me on his wing, he kind of like bonded with me. He was the only person that listened to me, and I had like a lot of anger at him. And then he just spoke my language, basically spoke my language. And ever since then, I've been like a father, looking like a father. Really, if someone look at him like, I wish I really had a really father like him.
Yes.
In my life.
Amen.
Truly.
Amen. Yes.
Well, I hope my son over here, my biological son, realized that. You have something to say?
I learned a lot from him as well. I seen him as a kid, and it really inspired me.
All right.
That's great.
We're going to hear more from you guys later. We have another woman coming, right?
Yes.
So we'll have another segment, but now I think we want to hear from